So for me, there is only one way to ensure that your ads convert like crazy. And I'm going to explain how in this video using this extremely well-drawn graph. And I think a lot of people are going to watch this video and afterwards they're going to be like, oh shit, I have been doing advertising completely wrong. So let me quickly explain what this graph means. So on the left-hand side here, as you can see, this is basically how much money you make. And it's essentially how receptive your audience is to your marketing message. Obviously, the more receptive they are, the more they buy, the more money you make, the happier you are, right? The less receptive they are, the less sales you make, the less happy you are, right? You obviously want to be towards this guy on the top left here. Now, the bottom one is basically your advertising. And this side of the graph is basically saying, how salesy are your ads? How much do your ads feel and sound like ads when someone sees it for the first time? So low on this scale is what we would call non-salesy. So this is a marketing message that probably feels quite native to the social platforms and someone doesn't see it and think, oh, they're trying to sell me. And then on the other side is obviously where your advertising does feel like an ad and it is quite salesy. Typically this is, the people leading with their offer being like, hey, I'm gonna, guarantee you this much money, blah, 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 right? So it's those types of ads. And what you can see is the more your ads sound like ads, the less money you make. But the less your ads sound like ads, the more money you make. Now, I'm speaking specifically about the online, make money online business market here because that's just what I know. And over the last couple of years, this market has become extremely, extremely exhausted. There are millions of different online businesses. Everyone is selling the same thing. Everyone is going through the same training, reading the same books. So therefore they are marketing in the same way. And everyone just sounds like each other. Everyone is using Russell Brunson's perfect webinar script. Everyone is creating and editing Hormozi style short form content. And essentially what that means is that you are allowing your audience to tune the fuck out when you pop into the newsfeed. Now, obviously within the whole online marketing market, there are different stages that the individual markets are in. So for example, the online coaching B2B space, hey, I will help you as a coach get more coaching clients, blah, blah, blah. That market extremely exhausted, extremely saturated. And that market's guard is up. As soon as you see anyone on the newsfeed, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, they have an instant guard up because they've been sold to a million times before. And a lot of them have been burnt by crappy products and coaches. A less exhausted market could be, flipping art. Someone who teaches people how to buy and flip art for a profit. I imagine that market, even though I have no experience in that, I imagine that market is a bit less saturated. So you can probably be more salesy with your marketing and it would have less of an impact on the money that you make. But even I have friends who aren't entrepreneurial whatsoever, never started a business, have no real desire to start a business. And even they are sick of the online make money ads on Amazon, dropshipping, Forex, crypto. They're all sick of seeing those ads and they're not even really in the market. So for example, a lot of people, like I mentioned, are doing Russell Brunson's perfect webinar script. Well, this is kind of like where webinars are on the general scale. A few years ago when they were new, and I say a few years ago, we're probably talking 2014, 2015, 2016, when they were relatively new to this online marketing market, they worked extremely well. People didn't really know what webinars were. They didn't know kind of how they worked. So therefore you could do a webinar and you would make a shitload of money. Now people shiver when they hear the word webinar. That's why people start calling it live trainings, masterclasses, web classes, right? To just get rid of the word webinar. Because as soon as you say, webinar to any type of sophisticated market, they instantly just think, hey, I'm just going to get pitched, right? And what does that mean? It means that they aren't very receptive to your marketing message, and therefore you're going to make a lot less money. Yes, webinars still work. We still use it for some clients. But for some markets, I would just say absolutely no way. Like the online coaching, hey, we teach coaches how to, get clients. No way is a 90-minute Russell Brunson style webinar really going to work for that market unless you have like a completely new opportunity, which no one really has. So we've got stuff like that. We've also got stuff like VSLs as well. So again, a few years ago, run an ad, send them to an opt-in page, get them to watch a 10-minute video, get them to book in a call. You could print millions of dollars doing this VSL. But again, now, market has become very exhausted. People click the ads, they can see that it's an opt-in page, they can see that it's like a 10 to 50-minute video, they know they're not going to get really that much information, and you're just going to ask them to book a call at the end. People are exhausted by this message, and therefore they are a lot less receptive. And then you've also got people's like ads as well that are going like super direct, and they sound super salesy, and it's got the, hey, I'm going to make you this much money in this much time, or I'll give you your money back, blah, blah, blah. They do that whole spiel. And yes, that can work to like 5 to 10% of the market who are kind of like just in need of a deal, or they're just ready to buy. But for the most part, people are going to be put off by that direct messaging. The guard is going to be up, and they're going to be very less receptive to that type of messaging, and therefore they aren't going to buy from you, and you're not going to make any money. So I hear you guys cry, Sam, tell us what the solution is. And the solution is very, very simple. The solution is to not make your marketing, let's be specific. The solution is not to make your ads look like ads. I know that's going to be very difficult for a lot of you who have just been running ads with silly, overhyped, overused $100 million offers. But this truly is the real key: to make ads, to make marketing content that doesn't feel like ads. Because if you do this, you are going to end up around here, and you are going to make more money than everyone else. And again, this stuff down here, it can work, but it only works to a very small percentage of the market who are ready to buy. So if you want real long-term scale, then you are going to have to stop marketing like this, and you're going to have to start marketing like this. So I always tell people, ditch your offer and start telling stories. Now that's just one thing you can do, but stories are incredible for making money and making sales because they don't sound like ads. People like to be entertained. People like to hear stories. People are coming onto social media, on YouTube, on Facebook to be entertained. They want something new and exciting to read or to watch. So if you start your marketing content with story-based copy as opposed to offer-based copy, then I guarantee it will make you more money. Now, is it easy? No. That's why everyone does, like, for example, the ads like this, where it's like, hey, I'll just make you this much money in this many days, or I'll give you your money back, right? Very easy. You don't have to be a good copywriter. You don't have to understand really human psychology. You don't really have to understand that much your market. You can just give a big offer and just hope that it's big enough and bold enough that people be like, oh, this person must know what they're doing because they're making a big offer, and then they're going to buy from you. Like, again, that's 5-10% of the market max. The rest of the people are going to be very put off by that type of messaging. They're going to tune out, they're going to zone out, and they're not going to buy from you. So you need to learn how to create marketing material, especially if you are in an extremely exhausted market. Say, for example, coaches coaching coaches, the agency coaching space. If you're an agency and you're helping e-commerce brands scale with paid advertising, all of these markets that have just been hit with sales message after sales message after sales message over and over again over the past couple of years. These are extremely unreceptive markets, and you have to do something very different to make yourself stand out from the crowd. And you're not going to do that by doing a VSL or by doing a webinar. It is by creating marketing content that doesn't sound like marketing. It is by creating ads that don't sound like ads. And this is how you make your ads convert like crazy. It's by looking at what the rest of the market is doing. It's by looking at what your competition is doing. And it's by doing the complete opposite. Now, I understand that. I've heard that before where it's like, oh, just do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. And In a lot of cases, it's not that practical, right? There's a reason why a lot of people are doing it. I understand it can't always be applied to every scenario, but I truly believe in advertising with your ads, again, especially in the super saturated markets. Doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing will make you a shitload of money. So I hope this one helped you guys out. If you liked the video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.